President Donald Trump visits Las Vegas today, 3 days after the shooting massacre.
And as the investigation into the shooting continues, a Minnesota man who watched it happen is recounting his friend's last moments.
I couldn't do anything. I basically watched him die over the next half hour.
Minnesota native Steve Berger lost his life on Sunday night. He's 44, from Shorewood, father of 3. The shooter, Stephen Paddock, opened fire on a crowd of 22,000 people attending a country music festival. Another victim died from wounds last night, bringing the death toll to 59 people.
Go that way!
Newly released body camera video shows the moments police responded to the shooting, trying to figure out where those shots were coming from. We've now learned that Paddock fired for about 9 to 11 minutes before Las Vegas police breached his hotel room on the 32nd floor of the Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino. Investigators say that Paddock had devices attached to his guns, which allowed semi-automatic rifles to mimic fully automatic gunfire. Investigators also say he set up 2 cameras in the hallway outside the room so he could watch law enforcement approach. The ATF recovered a total of 47 guns from 3 different places. They found 23 guns in his hotel room alone.
Steve Berger's family spent the last 2 days not knowing what happened to him. It wasn't until yesterday afternoon that they got the news that they were dreading. Jennifer Mayerly spoke with Steve's friend about the horrific event.
I've just got a huge void in my heart and in my life.
Josh Decker was with friend Steve Berger when the barrage of bullets felt never-ending. He quickly learned that noise at the Jason Aldean concert was not firecrackers. They were close to the stage.
Saw people started to fall and go down and scream. And there's so many people in such a close area that you couldn't really move anywhere. You could only get down.
Josh saw his friend since freshman year at St. Olaf, who was more like a brother to him, go down.
Couldn't touch him, but I could see him, and I could see he was injured. I could see him bleeding. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't do anything. I basically watched him die over the next half hour in front of me.
The two were in Las Vegas with friends celebrating Steve's 44th birthday. They had finished dinner at Mandalay Bay before heading to the show, the same casino where the shooter took aim. Josh says someone tried CPR and they yelled for help, while SWAT officers told them to get out of the area.
Didn't get him help quick enough, and it was impossible to get him help quick enough. Josh
says Steve was the best at creating memories. He'll try to do the same for the family he leaves behind.
I will do the best I can, every day. I'll get up and, hopefully try to honor him and do what I can to help his children.
Jennifer Mayerly, WCCO 4 News.
Steve's parents in Wisconsin are asking for prayers. Meanwhile, Farmington native Phil Oreck's condition is improving. His family said yesterday he's now breathing on his own and opening his eyes. Oreck underwent 2 surgeries after he was shot in the lower back.
The Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino and the concert grounds are still active crime scenes. We're getting a glimpse inside the hotel room where the gunman went on that shooting rampage. These photos leaked to the Daily Mail show several assault rifles lying across the room. You can see spent bullet casings everywhere. Next to the pillar there is an orderly pile of magazines. This photo shows crime scene tape covering the busted door into the hotel room, an assault weapon resting on a stand on the floor on the left of your screen. Investigators still do not know a motive for the attack. Paddock's girlfriend, who was in the Philippines at the time of the attack, is now back in the United States. Mary Lou Danley arrived at the Los Angeles International Airport last night. Of course, she was met by federal agents at the airport. Clark County Sheriff in Nevada once again considers her a person of interest in the investigation. Lots of questions for her. Stay with WCCO for continuing coverage and the latest on this investigation.
President Donald Trump says it was an honor to spend time in Puerto Rico while it's recovering from Hurricane Maria. The president and First Lady spent several hours there yesterday meeting with officials and residents. He did meet with the mayor of San Juan, who he chastised after she pleaded for more help last week.
Now, I hate to tell you, Puerto Rico, but you've thrown our budget a little out of whack because we've spent a lot of money on Puerto Rico, and that's fine. We've saved a lot of lives.
President also toured some of the destruction. The U.S. has deployed 12,000 federal aid workers to Puerto Rico, but 95% of the island remains without electricity, and food and fresh water are in short supply in many areas.
Well, boy, what a promising start for the Twins, and it unfortunately ended with another playoff loss to the Yankees.
Yeah, Brian Dozier led off the game with a home run. Eddie Rosario tacked on a 2-run homer, giving the Twins a 3-0 lead. But in the bottom of the first, pitcher Irvin Santana allowed a 3-run home run to tie the game. 2 more long balls, with the Yankees including one from rookie sensation Aaron Judge in the game. Yankees win this one 8-4. Afterwards, Twins players spoke about the future and the great season they had.
A taste of it this year, and I can't live another season without it. It's an amazing feeling to be in the postseason. Regardless if you're playing in Yankee Stadium or at home, it's a different feel, and I'm going to crave it for the rest of my career.
Just to be able to get to this point, and you know, we come up a little short, but just to be able to get here is a big achievement for us.
You know, right now, you try to find the silver lining to everything and be very, very optimistic, and I can't be more proud of these guys. I mean, the way there's something to be said in the game about pulling for one another, playing with heart and passion, and rooting for one another, and playing as a true team. And that's what we have in here. I can't be more proud of these guys.
Many fans watched the game at Target Field last night, and the mood was not great towards the end of the game. But take a cue from the players and think of the many things to look forward to in 2018.
Well, Minnesota sports fans have this to look forward to tonight. The Minnesota Lynx trying to win the WNBA championship for the 4th time since 2011. Just like last season, the finals with the LA Sparks comes down to Game 5. Last year, the Lynx lost that one in the final seconds of the game. Tonight's matchup at Williams Arena. Tip-off is at 7 o'clock. Should be a lot of fun.
It's going to be exciting. It's one of those matchups where, like, everything counts, right? I mean, you make one little mistake.
That's right. This is it.
So it's going to be very exciting.
Well,